Boyfriend is a fool, I'm trying to make you comfortable. Baby girl, what you...
We welcome you to Los Angeles, California. I'm Ed Cohen with the former Chicago Bull, Jay Williams, and Jay's 16 banners. Many retired numbers, the aura and the mystique. Greet the opponent here tonight.
Ed, all those accolades are great, but we're talking about 2019. This is a new, young Lakers team. Let's see what kind of effort they bring on the floor tonight.
Let's do it here from Staples Center. The opening tip won by the Lakers as we get started here at Staples Center. To James. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
Lakers ball. Looking for his man. Flushes down the slam. Jay, they make it look so easy.
Yeah, but it's really not that easy. And as a passer, if your pass is just a fraction too early or a fraction too late, that throws the whole play off. The timing of this has to be impeccable.
Here comes the screen. Ball to Holiday. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Has a look. A shot no good there for Ingram.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Lays it up and in.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
James to Caldwell Pope. Here comes the screen. Rondo. That one off the mark. It's no good. Ball with it up top. 2-point advantage. You've got to get that one to go. Rondo into the front court. He'll run the offense. Kuzma to James. Here's a chance from long range. His first effort off the mark.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Holiday to Ball. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Lonzo Ball off the mark. Into the front court comes Rondo. Down 2 to James. Here comes the screen. James stuffs it down with authority.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
New Orleans has it. Ball. They go down low to Randall. Shot won't go. Here's Rondo with it. Looking to make something happen. Down low for Davis. Anthony Davis. 3 for 4. Good start.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
The screen sets him up for 2.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
James to Davis. Pelicans have the rebound. Holiday to Ball. To Holiday. 5 seconds to shoot. Ball. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Los Angeles, they have it.
2K, thank goodness, including the king himself,
Davis.
LeBron James. play 2K.
Anthony Davis. He's now 4 for 6.
Old school equals high percentage.
Holiday controls the basketball. They trail by 2. Cleans it up. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand.
Close game with his offense.
To
He
Davis.
can stop you on a defensive end in a close game. He's the most unique guy that can do everything.
Caldwell
the game
Pope.
possibly has ever.
Short jumper. Won't fall.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Here comes the screen. Anthony Davis. Tips it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
It was right there. Pelicans have the basketball. Off the assist.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable, and almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
Davis. Short jumper won't go down.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game was scouted.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Rondo with the basketball. The score 12-8. Cleans it up. Oh, working hard there. Collects the rebound and gets it back up for the slam. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
The other forward position. And 6'9" number 30.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
And guard 6'4", UCLA, number 11.
Ball to Holiday. Down low to Okafor. On the slam, popped out.
He can win. Close game.
LeBron into the front
And he
court.
can stop you on
It's
the defensive end in
12-10.
a close game. He's the most unique guy.
New Orleans
that
gonna
can
take
do
it up.
everything the game.
Holiday.
And now we
Rebound LeBron.
they get ready for the
Bullock can't connect.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was his shot.
Count it.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Stevenson to Davis. Gets a look. Can't hit.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Has a chance. Shot by Lonzo there. No good. Stevenson to Davis.
Man in the middle. Standing 6'11". Number 8. Jaleel Okafor.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
At 6'6".
Man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Lonzo Ball brings it up the floor. Down to Randall. To Holiday. Trying to cash in. Drew Holiday. He's 2 for 5. Not great, but trending.
The great defenders, the ones that really earn their paycheck, are the ones that refuse to be screened. You stuck to that screen like Velcro.
James to Davis.
And guard 6'4" UCLA.
Cruises inside for 2.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Holiday in possession. Leads up bucket. Randall knocked loose. Lakers come up with it. Pelicans have it.
We're at the jam-packed arena here in New Orleans. We've got the Los
Ball
Angeles Lakers
to Holiday.
facing the New Orleans
And a
Pelicans.
chance coming up at the line.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan.
And hits the first free throw.
In this one, Brent, the youth movement in full effect. What advice would you have for inexperienced players who have to take on bigger roles?
The thing I always talk to younger players about, Kevin, is always accentuate the positives.
Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair.
As consistently as possible, and then take the summers to improve your weaknesses. Players always improve.
Easy pad to the rim.
Okay, I saw a little bit of a handle there. But let's see if that
Stay
confidence
right
is
in
still
that
there
role
down
and
the
be the
stretch.
best you can with that.
It's Pelicans
Work on
ball.
the weaknesses in the offseason.
Holiday to Stanley Johnson.
That mindset of developing and showing some patience.
Well, not only a coach, Kevin, I'll go as far as to say that sometimes when you have a young player
Sizing
get
up the
drafted,
defense.
for him to have a mentor
To Holiday.
automatically on that first team that he's with, starting
New
his
Orleans
first
down to 4 in the shot clock.
is
Has a look.
vitally important, and you'll see it.
Holiday with a shot that won't
Some
fall.
of the most successful teams have had veterans in position where the young stars
And the
are just
reward,
trying to find
a
their
couple of
footing.
shots at the line.
That's actually not a bad move at all. You're
LeBron
applying
and
more
Kuzma make
pressure
it the
on him
forward.
by sending him to the line.
Rondo and Caldwell Pope in the backcourt. And it's Davis in the
Alfred
center
Payton,
position.
a couple of free throws on the way. Numbers not in his favor, 61% for his
Great assist
career.
there from LeBron. Going to try to set the table all
First
night.
try at the line, no good.
With the ball. Ball gets to Randall. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. From 13.
Missed the second, 0 for
doesn't
2.
get it to drop corner. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
To Kyle Kuzma. Wide open, too easy. You can't give him that look.
These breakdowns happen because a team lacks communication. You have to point towards your man, keep that butt towards the baseline, and make sure you communicate through every screen.
Scores from the post.
You feel that?
About
I
2
see the
minutes gone here in the
confidence
first
building.
quarter. Passes to Okafor.
Los Angeles has the basketball. To Davis.
Ingram against LeBron. Just 5 on the clock. Ingram sinks it from just inside the baseline.
Able to convert inside.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Payton into the front court. They trail by 1.
This guy is a lights out performer.
Now here's Kuzma.
Holiday to
Pass
Payton.
James.
Nothing going here on that drive. Good look that time, but off the mark.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Holiday controls the basketball. Down by 1. Short jumper stays out.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
To Davis.
Thank you, David. Pelicans leading by 3.
Gets it in the left corner.
Ball kicks to Randall.
To Davis.
It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
The shot almost.
Just immediate.
Payton with the basketball.
Sometimes the
Less
most
than a minute to go
important part
in
of
a
that is the
tightly
angle
played
that the
first
defender
quarter.
chooses that time. He
Screen
chose
coming.
wisely.
And the shot goes in.
And the height of ball really allows him to finish over the defense. Even when you make contact, he just seems to
5 to
power
shoot for the
through
Pelicans.
with his size.
So timeout called here.
Fires the
first
3.
for Los Angeles.
Tough shot. He hits.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested 3 goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
Rondo into the
He's
front
more
court.
than capable.
Down
He
just
is
a
one
couple.
of the better defenders at that position, and the more
To
years
Davis.
Drew Holiday has in the league, the more he's got a notebook of what it is guys like to do and the things he can take away. Great hands, great lateral
Gets a shot up
movement.
off the
Last year
mark.
showed up in a big way defensively for Alvin Gentry.
"17-footer at the buzzer, and it's Chandler with the rebound. First quarter in the books. The Pelicans in front.
Ingram with the steal. Here's the floater. The shot by Holiday, no good. A pull-up. Kuzma can't get it to go. New Orleans leading by 5. Ball, the pass to Randall. Shoots over Kuzma.
One quarter down. Neither side really distinguished itself. Jay, what stood out?
Both teams are trying to feel each other out, but I like the aggression that both teams established in the first quarter. This is the first quarter league. The way you play in the opening minutes really sets the tone for the rest of the game.
Here's the floater.
Screen
A
coming.
shot by Holiday,
Nothing
no
going
good.
here on that drive.
A pull-up.
Johnson to
Kuzma
Josh Hart.
can't get it to go. New Orleans leading by 5.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Hart can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Hey,
James finds Rondo. James trying to free himself up. Rondo can't get it to go. Holiday.
and the rebound taken down by the Lakers. And the rebound taken by New Orleans. Shot from in close, no good. Kuzma. They go down to Davis. It's good.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
To Stanley Johnson.
What is going on YouTube? It is your boy, Mr. Mean, and raving about it. This piece has been dropping.
Here comes the screen.
For people
Each
that are in
against the
clans that
great
are
shot
level
blocker
14.
Chandler.
Not dropping per se,
To
but
Payton.
definitely in the vendor. You have a clan vendor in the back where it sells
Beyond the arc for
items
three.
for clanmates.
Not
However,
getting the bounce.
There are
The
basically
follow won't go
level
either.
base. So whatever level your clan is, it might drop a different
Stevenson.
type of gear or different gear that you're probably looking for. So I don't know this per se. So
To
if you guys
Davis.
do know, please leave it in the comment section below so you can help some other viewers out. Okay, this is something that was brought to me by my man Legbreaker, also by my man
5 to shoot for
Skills,
Los Angeles.
right? They both showed me how to do it and showed me
Has a
exactly where to
chance.
find it and how to get to
Tyson
it. So
Chandler,
this, as you can
knockout
see,
blow.
are the
Slams it
pieces
down.
where I love it
The
too.
veteran.
So
He's made a
that
living by doing this
chess
for
piece was
years.
nowhere to be found. This
New
was
Orleans will take it
reported
up.
Today, shown
Payton.
today. I'm definitely posting this today. All right, but yesterday I got the chess piece, and that's because I was able to go into another
To Stanley Johnson.
that Unique Skills went to just to get the chess piece, and he showed me how to get it. To go to the pen numbers, and you'll see it here. At the
New Orleans
vendor.
down to 4 in
However,
the shot clock.
Clan
From long
did not
range.
exceed
That's a
that.
forced shot from
I
Elfrid
do
Payton.
not know,
Off the mark.
I do not know what's the highest your clan can be, what level your clan can be in order to get
Stevenson
this chess
to
piece. This
Kyle
chess piece
Kuzma.
rolls 30% extra armor.
Oh, had him going
You
there
guys
for a
know
second.
what vitals
Can't
are.
connect from in close.
You know what 30% extra armor
Hart
can do for
to
your
Stanley
build,
Johnson.
Okay, 30% extra armor is beast. All right. Now I'm sure you guys will comment below if you have 50% extra armor. You know, I don't know, but unless I see it, I won't believe it. But I
Stevenson
this
to Davis,
until
down low.
Legbreaker sent me the link to some Spanish guy. Shout out to him. I don't know who he is. You guys know who
And he
is as
hits.
well. But he was basically
Whistle stops
speaking
play.
Spanish, showing
Timeout
that
New
30%
Orleans
extra
as they'll take a
armor,
moment to go
which is
over things
ridiculous.
here in the second
So if you
quarter.
ever see somebody in the DT with 400k armor, check their chest piece. Their chest piece have percentage of armor on top of whatever extra armor they have. Some things are dropping with 3 blues now where it has armor percentage, health, and armor. Or 1 health percentage, health, and armor. You know what I'm saying? So chess pieces are getting very, very unique right now. Okay, so definitely look into that. All right, now as you guys can see here, this is the chess piece. I bought about 7 of them, and I'm happy I bought all 7 so I can just start rolling them off. So I would get it now before the vendor reset because obviously it's going to happen. So
Both teams
this
tweaking
will
their
be
lineups.
a quick
Here
beta
comes some
type of
changes.
video, so I want you guys to actually go buy this right now. So I'm going to tell you on the title,
Holiday to
buy
Stanley
this
Johnson.
right now or miss out forever. You know what I'm saying? So you guys need to get this on the ASAP.
Too much
Try to find some
contact,
players that you
and
know
free
that are
throws
level
coming.
14.
Great job,
I don't
Ed, by
think
the
you
shooter
guys
to
really
create
line curve.
contact
If you guys
after
are
the
level
jump.
14
That's how you get
in
to
the
the free
clans
throw.
right now, please post your gamer tags in the comment section below, okay? Because you can help somebody else out. You can always help even the playing field, and that's basically what you want. You want to help even the playing field, make sure the game balanced as much as it should be.
First free throw is
Fair
good.
that one person has it on console, and then no one knew about it, and then that person is completely God. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is why you got this channel here, so you guys know about
No
it.
good on the second.
So if you
It's a
have, if I have
1-2
helped
trip.
you out, man, please remember to smash the
Into
like,
front
hit
court
the sub
comes
if you're new to
Rondo.
the channel.
Leads
you already know what
5.
it is. It's your boy, Mr. Mean.
Here comes
I'm
the
out.
screen.
Peace.
To Caldwell Pope. Trying to cash in. Caldwell Pope off the mark. Holiday to Stanley Johnson. Shot from the lane won't go. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Tyson Chandler trying to cash in on a three-point play. Career mark of 64%. One free throw, count it. It's a three-point play, and the lead up to 8. Ball into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Holiday to Ball. Down low to Okafor. Short jumper off the mark. McGee powers it through.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Layup goes down. Well done.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Here's Rondo with it. It's an 8-point lead. From the painted area, won't go down. Lonzo Ball with the rock to Holiday. Rises for the slam.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Caldwell Pope. And a throwdown.
And easy to get back on defense.
Holiday in
That
possession.
one doesn't drop.
Down 8.
So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions.
Runner here won't go
They
down.
need a basket.
Rondo with the basketball. He'll run the
and
offense.
Randall, 5 to shoot.
To Caldwell Pope. JaVale McGee. Had a good look there, but it's no good.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
Drew Holiday, defended by Tyson Chandler.
One's good by LeBron.
To Ball.
LeBron James has developed that outside
Holiday.
shot effective from that area on the floor.
5 to shoot for the Pelicans.
Ball kicks to Okafor.
Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot.
Holiday
I
against
love when
Caldwell
I see a
Pope.
good contest.
On
You're
the
crowding
basketball.
the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome
And
about
it's
turning an
Okafor at the
ankle and
elbow
not landing.
over Davis. And Okafor at the basket on the assist by Ball.
You're not going to see him miss too many from there. Just a handful.
Two shots coming. For his career, 79% of the line. First one goes down.
Rondo with it. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Davis. No good
And
that
he
time.
makes the most.
Excellent D there from Okafor. Rondo against Ball.
Brings the rock
Ingram.
up court.
Great D that time from James.
Credit the defense, wisely avoiding foul.
To Holiday. Takes stock of the floor. Holiday. And scores. Strong take.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. James to Caldwell Pope. To James. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Holiday to Payton. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
It goes down.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Payton into the front court. Down a dozen. Randall to Holiday. Here comes the screen. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
So many times we get on a defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Julius Randle at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. 71% for his career. Free throw good, a 3-point play, and they're back within single digits, down by 9. Lakers at the controls right now. JaVale McGee to Caldwell Pope. Kentavious Caldwell Pope. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Short jumper won't go down.
We call some of these players practice players. You know, the guys that make 5 out of 10 shots in practice, but then all of a sudden they're not gamers because then they're making 1 of 10. That's exactly what you want him to do. You want him to take those kind of shots.
To James. For 3. And the rebound taken by the Pelicans. Holiday controls the basketball, trailing by 11. To Ball. Ingram's shot won't go. Rondo into the front court. The lead is 11. To James. Able to convert inside.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Lonzo with it. His guys trail by 13. Here comes the screen. Curling inside. Drew Holiday. Now 3 for 9.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
to Caldwell Pope. James. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended. Pelicans basketball. And the Lakers with the rebound. Looking to take this all the way. Almost. And he's not getting the call. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Ball to Holiday. The drive right to the basket. Layup's good. That's as high percentage as it gets.
Ooh, don't see the read, be the read.
Into the front court comes Rondo. Under a minute to go before halftime. Nothing going here on that drive. Screen coming. Short jumper stays out.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it... Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Short jumper misses. Has a look. Wide open look, won't go. James into the front court. It's an 11-point game. Julius Randle swats it. Tough make through traffic. Long key from three-quarters court. That's it. First half has come to an end with the Lakers in command.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The Lakers entered the locker room with a comfortable lead. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Pelicans have dug themselves a bit of a hole after 2 quarters. They've got the break to figure some things out. And trust me, they've got a few things to figure out. Still, it's not like they're totally out of this game. Have a look at the leading scorers for the New Orleans Pelicans.
Game track. Bench points.
The New Orleans Pelicans had enough difficulty dealing with the opposing starters, let alone their bench players. They really need to adjust for the depth of this opposing team and figure out how to slow them down.
Player of the half.
Anthony Davis has the defense figured out, and his shots are falling for him. That's a lethal combination that will be hard to overcome.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here are the top plays from the opening half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
New Orleans has it. Here comes the screen. Ball to Holiday. Not done yet. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
All right, you got the first bucket of the second half. Now get a stop, because honestly, that's where your troubles were in the first.
Screen coming. James. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Drew Holiday trying to cash in on the three-point play, shooting 50%, some yes, some no, in this contest. Free throw good as he finishes off the three-point play. That shaves the deficit down to 10. It's James controlling the offense. To Kyle Kuzma. Driving right to the basket. Down the lane to lay it in.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Ball with the basketball. The deficit now up to a dozen. Screen coming. Holiday. Down low to Okafor. Oh, emphatic slam.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Screen coming. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Ball with it up top. Down 12. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Lakers ball. Caldwell Pope to Kyle Kuzma. The shot denied by Okafor. Ball into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Shot from the lane won't go. No, I missed a short one there. To Caldwell Pope. James. Scores from the post. Jay, what makes LeBron so special on the offensive end?
Well, first and foremost, look at that frame. 6'9", 265 pounds with the agilities of a guard. He can blow by you. If he dips that shoulder, there's no way. There is nobody in the NBA that can guard that man one-on-one.
Here comes the screen. New Orleans down to 4 on the shot clock. Short jumper off the mark.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
LeBron James. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
To Ball. Got it to go on the step back. Jay, he found a way.
Oh, he buckled his knees so bad, it didn't matter if he scored or not. That's a win for the internet.
Foot was on the line. It's a turnover. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Pelicans have the basketball. Ball to Holiday. Here comes the screen. The screen sets him up for two.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
To James. Curling inside. And they call the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
LeBron James at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 73%. Knocks down the first. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Lonzo controls the offense. From the painted area, won't go down. Kuzma to James. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
LeBron James at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Missed it at the line. Payton to Holiday. To Payton. Won't go.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot. When bad shooters catch, they become hesitant, reluctant. That's the first sign of a guy that doesn't have confidence.
Oh, straight down the middle for 2. New Orleans going to take it up. To Holiday. Nice pass to set things up.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in a zone by himself.
Here comes the screen. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
Short jumper off the mark. Davis to Kyle Kuzma. Here comes the screen. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Holiday. And finishes strong.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
To Holiday. Baseline drive. Can't connect from in close. Kuzma to the basket, but his shot stays out.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
To Payton. He gets it.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Here's Rondo with it. His guy's up by 15. Plenty of contact. The shot no good. Baseline drive. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Hello, everybody.
James.
Penetrating. Goes back up. He lays it in.
When you get into the painted area, Rondo's got
Able
great
to
touch
convert
on the
inside.
For New Orleans.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Holiday finds Randall, and Davis sends it back.
His shot doesn't seem to be synced up right now. He's hoping he finds it soon because his team is really going to need that production tonight. Well, passing is something he does very well, especially when it comes to leading his man to the right spot.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Here's Holiday, and a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Holiday's got his first bucket in this one.
Holiday.
Outside Rondo. Kicks it to LeBron.
Fires the three.
Back to Rondo.
And the Lakers clear.
It's James picking up the assist. Rondo's got it
To
all
James.
tied up now for the Lakers. Ball against Rondo.
Converts in the
And he
paint.
gets it to go.
Nice finish at the rim.
That's 7 points for Rondo.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Holiday in possession. Down a bundle
really
to Stanley
separates
Johnson.
him from so many other players. He's superb at finding ways here to score in the paint.
Now here's Ingram after LeBron James's miss.
Nothing going here on that drive.
Here's Ball.
Shot
He
clock
has
winding
something.
down. Has a chance. Shot by Holiday. No good to Payton.
And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Alvin Gentry, one of the best offensive minds and coaches
Trying to
in
cash
this
in.
league. Remember, just
Holiday
in
with
recent
a
past
shot
about
that
his
won't
time
fall.
in Phoenix and then in Golden State. Now as the head coach of the Pelicans, and he's done a great job just speeding up this team, pushing the ball, and trying to find ways to
A
put
drive,
up
but he can't get it to go.
LeBron
Holiday
does so
controls
many
the
things
basketball.
so very
His
well.
guys down
Including
big.
handling the ball
And count the
getting
basket
to where he wants
inside.
to go.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the
Holiday
defender
looking over
without
the floor.
hesitation.
And Davis pulls it down. And
James
for the Pelicans, it
to
took some
Stevenson.
time before they could implement Gentry's vision.
Well, now it's in place. It felt like a long time to get there, and he ended up making the
And
playoffs
he knocks
pushing
it down.
to the
Jay,
second round.
nice look right
And
there.
Alvin
This
Gentry's a big
offseason,
reason
I
why
heard
the
so many
Pelicans are one of
voices,
the most
even
exciting
that of
teams
the
right
great
now to
Shaquille
watch in the
O'Neal,
NBA.
talking about how
Here's
LBJ
Randall.
needed to submit his own
And
legacy.
that's out of bounds.
Well, for
New
LeBron,
Orleans
it's not about
possession.
chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your
Giannis
own
checked
legacy,
in for Julius
and that's to be
Randle.
the greatest of all time.
Holiday to the basket, but his shot stays out. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple.
And
Put
so
the
it's New
ball
Orleans
in the
with it.
bucket.
LBJ has it. Whoa, what a finish.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Here comes the screen to Stanley Johnson. Not that time. Across the timeline comes James. His guys holding the big lead. Spinning shot won't fall. Can't miss those. To James. And the reward, he's going to the line.
Look, I get it. Being down sucks. But you can't just start haphazardly playing defense and committing silly fouls. Play this game with purpose.
First try, no good.
One time. For the New Orleans Pelicans, number 3, John Carter. Into the game for the Los Angeles
No good. Missed them both. Hayden with the basketball. He'll run the offense to Josh Hart. Hayden. Five to shoot for the Pelicans to Josh Hart. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. Third quarter comes to an end. So far, it's been all Lakers. It's Lakers ball as we start the fourth quarter. You figured they certainly had the advantage coming into this one. Jay, that's how it's played out.
On paper, this wasn't set up to be much of a contest. If the crowd could have gotten into it early, maybe. But sometimes a team is so good that you never had a chance to even start.
To Stanley Johnson. Tyson Chandler sends it away.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
He connects on the first free throw.
Oh, yeah, you've been working on your craft.
No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Rondo with the basketball. His guys hold a commanding lead. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Rondo into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
To Stanley Johnson. Has a look. Shot by Holiday, no good. Caldwell Pope to James. Nothing going here on that drive. Missed it. Not much more you could ask for from the defense there.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Ball to Holiday. And it's Davis for the rebound.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication...
It's blocked.
You see, that's why you never give up on the play, Ed. You always stay in the game.
Reminiscent of LeBron on Iguodala.
For the Los Angeles Lakers, number 7, JaVale McGee.
Hart.
Clear the lane.
Down low to Okafor. Off the assist.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
Caldwell Pope to James. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Lonzo Ball with the rock. Has a chance. The screen sets him up for two.
Did you see the distance between him and the defender? You could pretty much put a department store between the two.
Prices coming down to Caldwell Pope. And stuffs it home.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Add 2 points to the board.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
I got ball.
To James. From the painted area, won't go down. Ball to Stanley Johnson. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
An easy two. Get back on defense.
Los Angeles, they have it. To James. Caldwell Pope. Nice finish at the rim.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Ball. And finishes strong. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
To James. Gets to the basket and scores.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Can't connect from inside.
He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Subbing in for the Lakers, number 0,
Randall. New Orleans down to 4 on the shot clock. Trying to cash in. Won't go. He can do better than that. To James. The drive. Right to the basket. Short jumper won't go down. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Wow, goodbye, baby. Oh, yeah, he rocked him to sleep on that one.
Los Angeles has the basketball. Here comes the screen. Baseline drive. Count the bucket for 2.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Ball to Josh Hart. To Ball. And the Lakers have the rebound. To James. Ferocious slam inside. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on a defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is, though.
Me neither. Not giving up on that play. The result, a tie-up. Changes coming from both sides right now.
Los Angeles Lakers. Number 5, Tyson Chandler. Entering the game.
And the rebound comes down to New Orleans. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
Stevenson to James. Stuffs it down with authority.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
It's Pelicans ball. Hayden to Julius Randle. Oh, he had it. Slam dunk.
As a defender with inferior athletic ability, there's really not a lot you can do when you're outside the restricted area and you're caught lost in space.
Hayden. Ingram, defended by Tyson Chandler. To Josh Hart. Nothing going here on that drive. Hart. Down to 5 on the 24. Has a look. Shot by Ingram misses. Stevenson to James.
Hey, you got the screen right, screen right, screen right.
Short jumper off the mark.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Hayden to Josh Hart. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Look, the most efficient offenses are the ones with the highest number of assists. There are only 5 teams in the league that average 25 assists or more.
To Kyle Kuzma. Stevenson. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
LeBron James trying to cash in on a 3-point play. He's struggled so far. Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. To Payton. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper won't fall.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm a shot.
James to Kyle Kuzma. And scores at the basket. Great body control, Jay. He was a freight train down the lane.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Hayden. They go down low to Randle. Shot from the lane won't go. To Kyle Kuzma. James. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. And there's the whistle. Neither player giving up an inch. We have a tie-up. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. Kuzma, Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. It's James. Another chance. Lonzo Ball with a piece.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
To Holiday.
1 minute remaining in
Ball.
the fourth quarter.
To Holiday. 5 to shoot for the Pelicans. Not that time. Into the front court comes Rondo. His guys holding the big lead. Here comes the screen. Whistle sounds. We have a tie-up. Jump ball. After the tie-up, they're in position for the jump ball. No good.
Defense. Defense. Let's go.
To Holiday. Going to launch beyond the arc, and that's rebounded by the Lakers. Rondo. That's rebounded by New Orleans. Deep three at the buzzer. The Lakers get the victory as they win this one in very convincing fashion. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Jalen Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Lakers were solid in today's victory. They did plenty of great things, but we all know what's going to be remembered are the dunks. And you know what? I'm going to remember nothing but the dunks as well. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Pelicans put up a fight, but didn't get their hands raised at the end. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the New Orleans Pelicans.
Game track. Bench points.
The Los Angeles Lakers had the kind of bench production that will make any coach proud. NBA games can be made easier when you're working with depth, and that's exactly what happened here today.
Player of the game.
LeBron James seemed to think he could only score points with dunks in this game. Again and again. He kept throwing them down, and it was just astonishing.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.